Guys, it is your girl Sunshine here with another one. How are you? I missed you. I feel like I said it all the time, but I have. um, so today's reading, what I felt led to do this week is um to see what is going on in your mind and your soul kind of energy, what's going on in your head, what's going on with the divine masculine, divine feminine, um, within the love spectrum for Sagittarius, and then any wisdom in regards to it. So basically anything that's going on in a connection that is divine masculine, divine feminine energy. Now keep in mind whichever one that you have more is the one that's going to kind of be your side. So let's see. Oh no. So before in the pre-shuffle, this card actually came out. It singled itself out. And I felt as if this was the energy between the two of you guys. So from the Queen of Bows card, this card always represents, for me as a reader, that, you know, like if you think about animals, have you ever watched animals, or like you've ever been in nature and they'll stop, perk their ears up, listen out before they make a move, before they make a direction, before they decide where they're gonna go. And I feel as if there's something going on with that in y'all's connection. There's something about a stop, I gotta reevaluate things, I gotta see where I'm gonna go, or it's like you guys are doing it together, or maybe it's doing kind of apart. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. But let's see what is going on in your soul energy. So sorry, I forgot to say at the start of the reading. This is for your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Thank you for showing up. I think you guys are my highest views recently. So thank you for the love. All right. I feel a sense of an urgency kind of energy going on. So there could be something that you're trying to rush. Now, it could be that this connection, you could be feeling a little antsy. Like I feel as if there's kind of like a separation. Like the communication isn't great between the two y'all. So the divine masculine, divine feminine energy. But I feel an urgency, like a want for it's like, I want the answer. I want to know. And the two cards is mirror and then play. So normally I only pull one card, but you saw how that flung out. So I should say fling out. Anyways, so with the mirror card, in the divine masculine and divine feminine dance, okay, the things that it triggers them also triggers you. Okay, when it's a strong kind of connection, and when there's this push and pull and the yes and no, in this connection, the whole mirroring thing actually becomes the subject, because it's like, what is this person doing to trigger you right now of how you're reacting? Because listen, Sag, I've been there where it was just like I couldn't get my mind off of things. Like it was just like I knew that this isn't how I normally react to certain situations, but I was reacting in a different way. It was like almost like, I don't know, it was like almost like this person made me be a different person. Do you know what I mean? And with the mirroring card, because it has the word triggering, it's not something that's on the positive end. I don't want to lie to y'all. It's example, if I don't know if all y'all are gonna say this, but like say example, someone doesn't reply to your text message in the timely fashion that you want the text message, okay, to be replied to. Then you go to all these conclusions. Oh, they're probably with someone else. Oh, they're probably cheating. Da, 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 da. Whatever it is, something that comes up in your head. That's what I'm talking about. It's like something triggers you. Now, in the regards to the example I'm talking about, if you feel as if this person could be doing XYZ. Ask yourself why you feel that way. Have they given you actual evidence to pertain to that? Or was it something that your ex did? Release your ex. Okay? Now, a lot of people will be like, listen, boo-boo, I ain't even talking about my ex. I'm not even looking for my ex. I have my eye on this one person. Da-da-da-da. Understand, first off, put your ego down, put your ego aside, chill, chill, chill. And really think about what kind of things have you set in stone. Because listen, it's not only about like a cheating aspect that the ex could have done. You know, your parents could have done certain things where you reacted in a certain way. So when someone else tends to be like that, it's kind of a trigger for you, right? It's something. So think about like even like people that have been victims. If you think about a victim, you know, say example, when they got attacked, right? And when they got attacked, a fire alarm went off at the same time, like around in the building. Every time they hear the fire alarm, it'll trigger them. It will get them stunned. It will bring them back to that reality of what happened. Even though it's not happening, it just brings them back, so they feel as if that they're in that reality. Same thing about this mirror card, okay? Something in regards to this connections you're dealing with is triggering you. And like I said, I don't feel as if it's a positive thing. I do not want to sugarcoat it, okay? Here with the play card, that margarita, if that's a margarita, that sure looks nice. Anywho, this card is have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So the same thing with the fact that these two came out is very it's very interesting, because it's just like when you let go of holding on to resistance, you can be more free. And it's the same thing when you are playing and you're laughing and you're gaffing and you're dancing and you're running and whatever it is, when you're free, you're in that playful child like, and it doesn't matter. There's nothing that can ruin that moment for you. It is what it is, and it's beautiful and abundant. You're having fun. You know what I mean? And it's the same thing when it comes to mirroring. So instead of letting whatever it is that this person is doing to trigger you, just let it be. You know, sometimes you have to tell yourself, this person's not my ex. I know that I've had times where I was waiting, like I was just waiting for them to do something. So I'm like, ha, you're just like them. And that can be a very toxic mindset to be. And it wasn't fair for me to do that to that person, because they hadn't done anything that my ex had done. But because I didn't deal with the wound from the past, I brought it into the current relationship. Now, I swear I'm just going off like 3 cards right now. I haven't pulled out anything. It's probably going to be a long reading for you guys, Sag. So when it comes to these type of things, you want to really step back and try to heal it. Do you know what I mean? Like, when something reacts to you, take a second to breathe. Okay, kind of calm down and ask yourself, you know, in this regards to the situation, is it true? Is it true, whatever it is? Because remember, also, we do this little, I want to say a little dance up in our head. And what I mean by that is we will tell ourselves all kinds of things. Example, like, I'm not good enough to have love. I look too big. I'm too small. I'm too tall. I'm too short. I'm too whatever it is. And if you actually take a time to step back and be like, is that true? Like, is that really true? Do you know what I mean? And when you can get the clarity in regards to that, you can see how much you're doing your own self-sabotage. So this thing that this person is triggering for, yes, technically they're triggering it, but you are allowing it to trigger you. You know what I mean? Like, when it comes to a person, I swear this is the same thing that the energy I was feeling for the other readings, if I'm not mistaken, for the earth signs. I was getting this kind of energy as well from them. I don't know if you're dealing with a person that's earth. So earth would be Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Wow, sorry, Taurus. Yeah, so when you think about that and you really get into it, you can get more clarity. You'll be able to see things better, and it will allow you to get rid of the resistance, because you're having resistance because you're remembering pain, and you're remembering pain from the past, and that's what is causing confusion in your mind. This is all your mind energy I asked for, right? So what's going on up in your head, there is confusion, and there's things from the past that you're holding on to that is causing you to not see things clearly. Jesus Christ, Sag, I just pulled out a couple cards and it's already 10 minutes in the reading. All right, let's see what is going on with the divine masculine energy. Let's see where his head at. Whew. Sag, really in your mind. When you really tap into and you figure out what it is that's triggering you, you'll be able to release it and you'll be able to heal it. Like, I have no doubt about it, Sag. It's just taking the time to realize when it's happening, which sometimes that can take a little bit of an effort and a little bit of a work. But I honestly, if you just try to remember to just let things be and not trying to control it, then I really feel as if, Sag, you guys in your mental mind, like the things that go on in there, is going to be a lot easier for you. Okay, let's see what's going on with the divine masculine energy. So we have here the Archer. I don't have enough space. We have here the Archer, and we have here the Foundation. So their main focus is on their foundation. They're also a little defensive too, because the Archer card for me is a defensive card, but what they're being defensive about is obviously protecting themselves, but at the same time is what kind of foundation are they laying down in life? Like, who are they? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, who are they in the world? What do they bring to the table? You know, what is it that they are? What is it that they're providing? What is their legacy? You know, what are they leaving behind? What else is going on with the divine masculine? The rebirth card came in reverse. So they're going to go through a rebirth. It's not right now. So whoever is the divine masculine energy in the connection between Sag and their partner, they haven't yet, but they will. They will go through a rebirth. It's just right now they have to figure out what it is. See, instructions. They have to, can't even hold it. Maybe they can't grasp it. They're trying to figure out what direction, you know, what is it that to keep, what is it to leave behind, okay? And they're trying to follow the instructions, their intuitive guides, okay? What is leading them to the path. Now, this is number 10, so it's a cycle that's completing and things that are ending. And see, here with the clearance card, I feel as if cleaning up, you know, getting rid of loose ends, you know, keeping what's needed, letting go what isn't. So this sounds a lot like purging. So I feel as if the divine masculine is purging, which is really nice, divine masculine. Kudos to y'all. What else is going on with the divine masculine in its connection between Sage and the partner? Dedication. They're putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort to really get their ducks in a row, but them tired. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're tired. They're exhausted. I didn't say you weren't either, but I'm just letting you know what they are. What else is going on with the divine masculine in its connection? What else? What else? Joy. They're trying to find their cup of joy. They're trying to find, you know, that happiness, the celebration, the things to enjoy, the things to look forward to. They really are focusing on, like, what is it, what kind of life do they want to live? They're really kind of focusing on their future. You haven't come up at all, though. See, yeah, you have here the fulfillment card, okay? They're trying to focus on what fulfills them, what brings them joy, what is it that they need to be doing. Struggle card, see? They're struggling. They're struggling to do this. They're trying to, but it just feels as if every single second the divine masculine is pulled because of something else. Okay, we have here is the shaman card, and we also have here is the king of bows. So they're partly afraid to tap into themselves in a sense. Like when you understand that you are gifted with an ability to do something, it can also be scary. Okay, because it's foreign to you. If you haven't like be in your true self, like when you're think about whenever you're first trying something out, you're a little scared to do it, depending on what it is, and depending on what it is depends on how level degree you're scared of it, right? Like example, like if you had to learn how to drive, it won't be so bad, but if you had to freaking bungee jump over like some the CN Tower or something like that, it's a little scary, right? And that's how they feel. So they're trying to learn how to be the magician and trying to learn how to manifest things, but they are actually scared in their mentality, in their mind. Okay, last card. Ooh, I like how it is the blasted oak. What I like about this card, why I got a little excited, is you see here how there's a tree, and you see how homie just dropped. Okay, and you also see how on the hands there's like these things that look like it was like chains or something that is broken off, right? With this card, it's like, you know, think of someone being trapped and chained and locked away, and they just broke free. And it's like they're going through all of this and they're going to have a breakthrough. They will. Don't feel like it's anytime soon, boo. To be real with y'all, it don't feel anytime soon. And what I mean on that is it's a lot of planning, okay, that they have to go through in order to figure out what it is. But they're kind of a little bit of a negative Nancy too. So they're having basically they're making the process longer than it needs to be. Straight up. What's going on with the divine feminine? Whew, divine feminine got things to say. We got tradition, we got king of arrows, we got the Fukadi warrior, and then we also got the four of arrows rest. Okay, so I feel that the divine feminine in this energy is really focusing on their thoughts. Okay, they're really trying to see what's tradition, like they're tapping into like who they are, you know, like finding a groundedness in this connection. Remember with the rabbit, how I was saying, you know, like you know, you stop, they listen before they make the decision of going left or right. And I feel as if the divine feminine in this energy, in this connection, has found a certain level of groundedness. I'm not saying that you're fully, you know, 100% all up in the all of it, but you found a lot more groundedness than the divine masculine in this connection. That's what I'm feeling. Like, I'm not trying to say you're higher than them, but technically, in the mentality wise, it seems as if you are already starting off pretty good. But remember, over here with the mirroring and the triggering, you still have this heavy weighing of thing. That's why this card that the Zero card came out, which is pretty much the Fool card in the original tarot deck, is taking a leap of faith, going forward, you know, taking the time to rest, figure things out, recover from it, understand what is really true, what is really wrong, what is it that your ego has been telling you, and what is the actual reality of the situation. What is it, what past wounds are the things that are making you not want to take a leap of faith, not want to have the courage to go forward, to be the divine that you are. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's see what else. So we have here is the hooded man. Yep, I feel as if you guys are kind of like, you know, in the hermit mode, really, you know, thinking things over. Think of, you know, the hermit card from the original tarot deck. That's the hooded man, you know, isolation, thinking things over, you know, reevaluating, analyze. This is a Virgo card. Virgos, Listen, me a Virgo, and I can tell you right now, analyze, pun, analyze, pun, analyze. Like, I remember, sorry, I know it's kind of related, okay, guys? I remember as a kid that when I had money, I would sit there and I would count the coins. And then I would do it again. And then I would do it again. And I would do it again. And I would do it again just to make sure. And I swear, I don't even know how many times, but maybe like, let's say 5 times to be nice to sunshine, right? And it's like, it's just, that's the type of nature. It's like analyzing and analyzing and analyzing. Okay, so don't do it too much, but at the same time, do it enough to be like, oh, that's ego. This is true. I'm triggered because of XYZ that happened when I was this age with this person. Yada, yada, yada. Because remember, it's any relationship. It's not necessarily, I'm sorry guys, this reading's being a little long. But it's really about understanding that relationships affect you. Any relationship, anything that you have in regards to an encounter, and we set certain bullet points and of a standard and a stance, so that whenever that thing or the opportunity comes up again, that you will react in a certain way. You know what I mean? Like example, and you let someone use your car and they damaged it. After that, you're like, I'm never letting anyone ever again use my car. It's a standard you set because of that one thing that happened that triggered. It's the same thing that keeps coming up in this reading. It's like for the divine, I feel as if the divine feminine feels like it is the Sag. Majority of y'all that are watching. So you have here is the Ace of Vessels, and then we also have here the Sag card. Now, sorry, not the Sag, Stag. I feel as if you are still a little guarded of letting your happiness in, of letting the love and light in. Keep in mind, you don't need the divine masculine to get there. You don't. You feel like it, and you feel very defensive, but you don't. What else is going on with the divine feminine in regards to this connection? The moon. See, here with the ancestor card, there's things that with the moon card, it's like illusions. You're not seeing things, but at the same time too, it's also about having a deep love and you know the emotions. So you care for this person very deeply. Whoever is the divine feminine, understand this is a deep connection the two of y'all have with one another. But this person is just in their part of their journey where they have to figure out who they are without you. And it's about you understanding who you are without them. It's part of your divine lesson. That's what I feel. Okay. Here with the ancestor card as well, I feel as if that you are getting intuitive guides, that you are being guided in a way, you know, continue to follow through, continue to be able to recognize those type of signs and answers. Okay. Let's see, what is the last little bit? Okay, I wanted one card and I got one card. 2 of Arrows. You keep focusing on the injustice in the situation. You want the balance, but you keep focusing on how you got done wrong in this sense. Okay, like what was done wrong to you. Okay, so whoever's the divine feminine energy, you are feeling as if someone did you wrong and you want justice for the situation, but this is actually holding you back. And it was interesting. It's like you guys switched, because the divine masculine started off with holding back, trying to figure things out, wanting to join, stuff like that. and ending off with breaking free. Whereas the divine feminine started off with being in a good mindset, trying to have faith, trying to rest, trying to see, and then goes into still focusing on the pain because of not knowing the truth of the situation. Let it go. Like, let it go. Be free. Stop holding on to the situation so tightly that you feel trapped, like you can't move. You know what I mean? You have to find the you within you without this situation. Okay? Let's see. What wisdom can we provide to the Sages in this situation? Not for you. Deep knowing. Deep down, you know this ain't right. Putting yourself through this pain of holding on to this person isn't serving you. Now, don't get me wrong. You can love a person from a distance. But if you long and you feel as if your life ain't going anywhere and that you're miserable and they're the only thing that can make you happy, then that needs to go. Okay? Because you can love a person from a distance and not have an attachment in that way. You still be like, I'm still fabulous on my own, boo. You do you, I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna be damn fine without you. And not in like in a spiteful way. It's like you wish the person well, whatever. And you understand that this is just, they need to do them. Okay? That's having a mature way of having it. But what happens is there's so many things in society, I feel, that gets thrown in your face of, ooh, look at this new couple and look how they've been together for so long and they're having a baby and they're getting married and yada yada yada, and it's thrown at you everywhere you go, in shows and movies and social media, and it's just constantly making you long for it and want it. And maybe it's really good for you to do a purge. I feel as if that maybe if you purge away from social media, even maybe just try it for a day. If you can't do it for longer, you can do it for longer. I've done challenges where I've done like, no music for a week, times where I listen to only motivational stuff, whatever it is. So you can do it, but try doing a purge away from that, because then you'll start to see what it is that you actually want. You'll get the time to get the noise, the constant noise to stop. Like, I feel as if it's just like on replay. It's like just something just on repeat, on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. Like a replay. You need a time for that to stop, for this to be stillness. And when you get the stillness, then you will actually get the answers that you need, and you'll start to realize that it's just like, what was I even worrying about? Like, I don't even need to worry about that. Like, I was holding on to that for nothing. And whatever it is that you're holding on to. Okay, I really want to just keep pulling cards for you guys. I feel like it's already been such a long reading. Sagittarius, we're going to end it off there, okay? I do wish you so much peace and love on your journey. Remember to keep your head held high and keep your chin up. Yes, keep that bad boy up, all right? Your chin, all right? Okay, we're going to talk about something else. Anyways, until next time, it is your girl, Sunshine. Deuces.